Yo, what's good? It's Terrell from Keep It 100 Podcasts, but the hat reads Keep It 100 Podcast Show, which is what our Facebook is. But we have three podcasts today. What up, John Thor? How you doing, sir? We got three podcasts today. One about to start right now. Hopefully, he doesn't get mad at me if I say his name wrong. Edward, I guess he's an artist, dope artist, by the way. One of my new favorites, a little young prodigy over there. But I see he has joined me in the comment section, and yeah, I think I'll add him in. Excited to learn about like his music style, where he's from, goes, all those different kind of different things. Yeah, so let me add him real quick. I think I should wave at you first, since I wave at everyone here. But for sure. My mic is crooked. Says connecting, I believe. No, it says waiting. How you doing, Melvin? What's good, bro? Gotta do a part 2 for sure. Music edition, because you are an artist and a comedian, by the way, if anyone didn't know that. But it says it's waiting for Edward to connect. I'll hop back. And okay. I guess we're having connectivity issues really quick. Yeah. Let me try to go live with you then. All right, you just requested, so let me see. Why is it not letting me press this button? Okay. For sure. Says it's waiting for you. Hopefully it connects this time. Oh, connecting.
What's
For
going
sure.
on? Here we are.
What up, bro?
Chilling. We working on a song right now.
For
and
sure.
I was like, it's time for this interview. Let's get it.
For sure. So how you doing right now?
I'm doing good. I'm with my boy Scotty right now.
What's good, bro?
And we were just chilling. I was like, yo, let's do a song, and it's fire. It's going crazy right now.
Are you able to say what kind of song that was?
What kind of song it is? It's more in like the UK drill vibe. But with a little bit more swag in it. So
For sure.
it's pretty cool. You know, we talk about being Mr. Stereo Ting and all that. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
For sure. First thing I want to say, I think I may have said your name wrong before you actually joined in.
Yeah.
So if you could, can you, like introduce yourself?
So I'm Edwrds, without the A in it. You don't have to say without the A, but it's Edwrds with no A in it. From Long Island, New York. I'm an 18-year-old hip-hop artist, but I experiment in a lot of genres like pop and R&B and a bunch of different stuff. And yeah.
For sure. So I did say it wrong. Okay. Thank you for correcting me, though.
How did you say it? I'm curious.
Edward.
You said Edward?
Yeah. I was like, it's spelled differently, but I'm sure it doesn't like that. So I was like, crap, whatever. Hopefully he corrects me. I hope he does, because I don't like saying wrong.
Yeah, no, I was talking to my boy about it yesterday, and he was like, how would we say your name if it had no A? And I was like, Edwrds? I was like, I don't really know.
For sure. All right. First question, not really a question, but what have you been up to lately?
I just got back from doing a show in Missouri a couple days ago, and now I'm so happy to be back. Even though I was only gone for like 4 days, like I missed making music so much because that's like all I've been doing in quarantine. Like since all this started, it's just been making constant music, making music videos, and like getting ready for everything to be back to normal, because society is back in a good place, and we've still been keeping, I want to make sure everybody knows I have not been staying away from everything happening in the world. We are still raising awareness, pushing everything for Black Lives Matter. But I still am working on my craft because I feel like it's important to, even though the world is in a negative light right now, it's important to bring some positive light in with the good vibes. So, yeah.
All right. Sounds good. And let me ask you, how have you been perfecting your craft? Is that like songwriting and dropping heat, pretty much?
So, I've recently been reaching the point in my songwriting that like most of my songs are freestyle. So I'll spend most time on producing my music, which is something I'm always working on getting better at, because being able to produce your music and write is such like an amazing thing, especially in this day and age, because there's so much stuff happening with labels and they, finessing. It's just like, listen, I'm gonna get it all done by myself. I'm gonna put it out, get 100% of the profits. Like, I don't need anything. Like, I'm good. So yeah, but most of it's kind of just been freestyling, and I've been getting really good at punchlines. So a lot of the new music got bars. A lot of the new music got bars.
For sure. Sounds good. I'm trying to remember. I posted something on our story. I guess it was like you freestyling or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, dang, bro, I need a more freestyle real quick. I need to find something. Then luckily, I found that. I was just like, yo, we're going to post that. And then my homie came back and he was like, yo, homie's dope. I was like, is, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much. We be freestyling, like, even me and my boy Scotty, whenever we be driving, he's just like, yo, put on a beat. And I'm like, all right. And we just put on beats and we'll just drive and freestyle.
We live like 40 minutes away from the beach, so we don't even listen to music when we go to the beach. It's just him.
Yeah, we don't even listen to music. We just be going freestyling because, like, a lot of people don't understand. Like, a lot of people be coming at me saying, like, oh, you can't rap. You're not a rapper. Like, I got into music freestyling with, like, a bunch of kids in the locker room. Like,
yeah,
I learned how to spit. Now I'm grown, so it's dirty. Like, we could just go in whenever. Like, I'm always ready to freestyle.
For sure. So do you guys like go against each other? Like, you?
Sometimes we do, but it's more of like just for fun. Like, we'll have the boys here and we'll just be like, yo, let's violate each other, and we'll just roast each other.
For sure.
The gap between us, like, it's like all the boys. It's just like it's him, and then there's us, like, with rap. Like, it's crazy. There's not even like a chance to, like, just go, like, if you go up against them, you're asking for it, bro.
Because I don't hold back on them. They're my boys, so I'll violate every single one of them.
Oh, those are the ones that can get it the worst, though.
Yeah, they get it the worst, because I know everything about them. I'm like, yeah, I know all your dirty secrets. We going in.
All right, for sure. Before I finish, was that your manager that I was talking to recently?
You probably were. Yeah, shouts out my manager. That's my mom. She lit. I think it's important to keep, like, your business in the family as much as you can, because, when you start working with people you don't know, it's hard to fully, like, completely trust people. For me, it's really hard to trust people. So, having my mom as my manager, she's always looking out for the best for me, and, always has my best interests at hand. Yeah.
Yeah, she's dope, bro. Like, I was talking to her like yesterday, and I was like, she's a dope manager. Like, is she like related or something? Like,
yeah, she really be repping me, and it took a while to make that happen. Like, when I first started music, my parents were just like, all right, like, we'll see, maybe it's just a phase. And now they're just like, all right, cool. Like, my dad, like, he be working with, like, a regular ass, like, job, but, like, it's a good job. But like, he worked with a lot of younger people at his job, and they're all like, oh, your son's a rapper. So, like, my dad's, like, hella cool to them.
For sure. Shout out to that, bro.
Shouts out pops.
Let me ask you a question about, like, projects. Like, do you like a favorite one that you've ever done?
Favorite one I've ever done, I'd have to say, was Loverboy. I dropped that back in February of 2020. And that was something that I spent over a year on making, because I really wanted it to, when I started the project, I was in a really dark place, and I was trying to figure myself out. And by the end of the project, I was like, cool. I was like, I'm happy with my life. So I think it's a really cool project to listen to because there is a whole story if you really listen. It's, you know, you learn about the demons I faced, and you know, you see how I overcome it. Especially with the project I dropped after that, Distracted, where, you know, we just went crazy on that and had fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
For
So
sure.
if I keep looking to the left, is because I'm trying to get to your music page. Few questions about some stuff that I saw. So yeah, so I just wanted to let you know that if I keep looking this way, it's because I'm trying to get to your page real quick.
It's all good. It's all good. If I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at his weird face. Playing with you.
For sure. Okay, now let me jump back into another question for you.
Got you.
Is there someone that you like compare your style to, or you of the mindset that like I'm my own artist?
I'm definitely my own artist, but I do take a lot of inspiration. I would say the biggest people that I try embodying in my music, because I feel like every artist, you know, every artist is themselves, but an artist is who they are because of the music they listen to. You know, you don't have people like, if I was bumping country music, I would not be making this music. Case closed. So, like, for me, I really look up to Juice WRLD. That's why I have the 999 in my profile. Just, you know, because I loved his whole mindset of taking something bad like the 666 and just turning it upside down and making it a positive thing. I really love Black Bear. He's a really cool artist. That's where I get a lot of like my pop style from.
For sure.
Jaden Smith is just such an inspiration in kind of like how he lives. Because with him, it's, you know, it's the impact. He's always about giving back to the community as much as just being like the coolest dude with the freshest fits and like just body and beats.
Okay. And this is a normal question I have on this podcast for artists. You have a top 5?
Do I have a top 5?
Yeah. It can either be current, past, and there's no certain order that has to be in.
All right, so my top 5.
Yeah, your top 5.
Top 5. I would say Juice WRLD. After Juice WRLD, then I go to Black Bear. And this is just an artist. If we're talking about rap, then if it's not Black Bear, then we're going to X, because I loved how he changed the whole game. Like, X is modern day Tupac in my eyes, because like I didn't grow up with Tupac, you know, and a lot of people, there's a war with that, you know. It's like old heads are just like, nah, nobody is Tupac. But for my generation, when I grew up, I didn't know about Tupac until I was in like middle school, because people started showing me him, and I was like, okay, this is dope. But for me, like, X was that for me. So X is just such a legend in my eyes. Back to the list. Then we got Jaden, because I love his versatility. He can go from making the chillest song in the world, like Soho, to making like Plastic, where he just completely sets the whole beat on fire. I really love Polo right now. Polo G, he's just completely killing it with everything. He's been doing it so good. Who else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's kind of it for me right now, at least. But of course, Kendrick, you know, K-Dot, he's a go.
For sure. Sorry about that. But I heard K-Dot, GOAT for sure.
Yeah.
And okay. I rocks with your top 5, bro.
Yeah, I got a lot of my like fast flow. Like, I learned how to rap fast just listening to Kendrick and like literally just doing his verses over and over again. And like, because I used to be able to, like, I used to stutter a lot. I couldn't even like talk. But now, because of rap, I've been able to just like have such a great vocabulary with music.
For sure. Sounds good. Next question. What is this drive song about? I haven't been able to listen to it yet.
Got you. So Drive is about, basically when I wrote it, I wanted to kind of embody what it would feel like being at a party all night and just completely raging, and then going to the beach in the morning for sunrise. like just completely hungover, and I was just like trying to embody that vibe. So the whole song is just talking about, you know, like taking a drive to the coastline and vibing. But I also touch on the topic about how, you know, how I'm going to be a star and how nobody will stop me. Like I say in the song, I'm gonna make it to the amphitheater on Long Island. The Jones Beach Amphitheater is like one of the biggest spots, and I've gone there so many times over my life. So, you know, even in the music video, we got the amphitheater in the back. We went to the spot. So one day when I'm at Jones Beach, I'm gonna play that video behind me and do that song. It's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be a whole movie moment.
Sounds good. And I see that you have, correct me if I'm wrong on this, there's a new track dropping, right?
Yes, sir. It comes
I'm
out July 3rd.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be excited for that for sure.
Yeah, that song is called Cry. That's coming out with my boy Ghost. We have a project out called Water Volume 1. But I didn't know a lot about recording music back then, so it's not the best project, like quality-wise.
Yeah.
But you definitely see the growth from there. This song, Cry, is a song that we wrote about basically like this girl. Like I wrote about this girl I know, he wrote about a girl he knows, obviously. But this girl I knew, she was like, I always saw her at the party. She was the life of the party. Everybody loved her. Mad fine. So fine. But I knew that she was hella depressed, like on the inside. And I kind of like wanted to just like make a song and be like, all right, girl, like you may be fine, but like I know you upset. So that's what the song's about. I wrote it like 7 months ago. It's finally coming out.
For sure. And what was the feedback like after putting that song out?
Well, that song not out yet. That song comes out July 3rd, so in 2 days.
Okay, I'm patiently waiting. In fact,
I mean, hey, if y'all want a sneak peek, I would definitely play it for y'all if y'all want.
you know, I'm all for music. I support the movement you're doing. So
Awesome. All right.
yeah, if you're down for that, I'm down for that.
Word. I got you. I got it right here, right on my desktop.
Always got it on deck.
Always got it on deck. Here we go. Little sneak peek, everybody. Exclusive.
Back.
She don't ever want to cry. Probably gonna die and live it on her heart. I love this one. Oh, bitch, you gonna feel this one. Two G's, we gon' wanna relax. Sad girl with a really fat ass. Nice girl, but her body so bad. Can't live, only chasing the bag. Ooh, 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 shoot. Ooh, you fool. Ooh, she love you. Love me like some coca. My hand be a choker. Yeah, man, hate that I stole her, but I don't own it. She just like Oprah. Giving everything she got. We ain't fucking with the ops. Female cop, give me top. Bitch, live with a slob.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna show y'all. The rest of this, it gets crazy. It's so sick.
All right. So I need to set an alert for what was that, July 3rd?
July 3rd. I'll set it your way. The day it drops, I'm gonna be like, yo, it's out. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna hear that second part, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah.
By the first part. So,
yeah, the first part be slapping, so it gets better.
all right, for sure. I appreciate you giving me like that little mini concert and little exclusive, bro.
That's what we do. We turn up in the room all the time.
For
Little
sure.
home studio.
Especially during quarantine.
All right. let me ask you about that. So quarantine, this COVID situation that we're dealing with. Have you been affected either negative, positive, or both due to the fact that it's like kind of like shutting like a lot of stuff down?
Negatively, it got me really mad because I was literally, it was the day before I was going to get my tattoo, and then they put us in quarantine and everything closed. That was the worst thing because that was going to be my first tattoo. I was so hyped. I was talking to my artist, and then everything just fell through. But I will say I've learned so much about myself, and I've grown so much as a person, just like, you know, being home and like by myself. Like we did an interview earlier, and I talked about how I've been a lot more active, surprisingly. Like since all my boys are all on the unemployment checks, it's just like we all be chilling, and like we've been really active playing spike ball so much. So it's just like, you know, it's been good. I can't be mad. I can't complain. For people who have had the virus, I feel for you because that would suck. But I haven't had it, so it's been quite the vibe. I'm not gonna lie.
We didn't get to gamble yet.
Yeah, we didn't get to gamble yet either. That's a negative.
We turned 18 and it just like everything shut down.
Is that the age where you guys are able to gamble out there?
We can do the machines. We can't be playing blackjack and nothing, but we can get machines.
You ain't missing nothing on blackjack, bro. Like
it was all my money in blackjack.
Done it, and yeah, I kind of wish I did it. All right, for sure. Let me ask you this: like, as an artist, like, what do you think your top three qualities are? Yourself being an artist, what do you bring to the table?
My top three is harmonies. People, if you listen to my music, I do a lot of harmonies, especially on Loverboy. The harmonies are crazy. My harmonies always perfect, always a vibe. I used to never be able to write a hook for my life. Like my dad literally used to tell me like, you need to get good at writing hooks because you can write verses, but your hooks aren't catchy. And now I can make everything catchy. So I bring hooks, I bring harmonies, and when you put those two together, it's pretty fire. And then the third thing I bring is that I can dance, and I'm a white boy. So that's like
That's
such an amazing thing. You know, I'm like, when I be dancing on stage, like we always be going crazy with the performances too. So you got the dance moves, you got the vibes. Like I'm a show. It's just
no
we need people to see.
It doesn't even need to be a show. Anywhere you start dancing.
Anywhere we go, I'm dancing.
For sure. All right. Let me ask you another question about like as far as like being an artist. I've talked to a few artists, and when they're in the studio, they said they have learned like how to use, I guess, like the producing machine in the studio. Have you learned that? Oh,
computer, speakers, yeah. My parents, I'm very grateful for everything they've been able to do because they've helped me be able to have a home studio over the past few years, and they've helped me, you know, get into little classes where I've learned a lot about how to do stuff. And huge shout out to my boy J Cloud because he was like my mentor for like the longest time, teaching me all about like I use Studio One to record my vocals. That may not make any sense to you when I say that, but he taught me everything about the plugins and, you know, how to make my voice sound certain ways. And because of all that, you know, I have full manipulation and full control over my tracks. And it's amazing. I've been doing it for years, so now I'm pretty good at it. For
sure. That's dope. So is there any video footage of you in the studio on your Instagram?
I don't think so. Most of the time I try keeping the studio, like when I'm here making music, it's all about the vibe. It's all about making sure I'm 100% focused on the song. I know that if you go onto my YouTube, I have a video out with my boy David. We shot like a interview and kind of like little like show of like what the studio was like. But now the studio is like a lot different. I got different equipment. But yeah, we have to get videos now in the stew.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We gotta show people. But yeah, we always just be like partying in here, so we kind of like keep it away from everybody.
Okay. And on the average time, how much time you yourself as an artist, how much time do you spend in the studio?
I mean,
You can't
like,
get him out of here.
you can't get me out of here. Yeah, like, well, I'll be in here for like 6 hours and I'll make like 8 songs. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, some songs I can make in 30 minutes, but other songs need months of just working and fine tuning. But recently, it's just been like song after song after song, to the point where like I have such a big catalog right now and I just need to release it all.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I like this information I'm getting. This is stuff I didn't know. So,
Yeah, I'm always in the studio. I got like hundreds of songs I'm sitting on right now. It's crazy.
I appreciate that. And what about like far as songwriting? Is that
Hmm.
something you had to learn, or was it like a natural gift? Like, where do you think your songwriting came from?
I've always kind of been able to write. Like, even when I was young, like in class, when it was like, oh, everybody write a poem. You know, like most people just write simple poems, but I'd be like that kid in like seventh grade who wrote like the deepest poem, and they're just like, what the hell is like, what's wrong with that kid? Because he didn't write about his dog. Um, so like, yeah, I gotta say, I really got the. I would say there's a little bit of a gift, but a lot of it was, learning and being able to do something. Um, but I've always kind of had it.
For sure. What age did that come at? What was your first like? What was the what age did you first start writing?
I mean, like, I was always like bullshitting my way through like essays in school. Like,
Mm,
I didn't even have to read the book, and I could make it look like I read that whole book multiple times. But I started really getting into writing music probably like 10th grade, 11th grade. That was when I was just like, okay, maybe I do got something, because I really started trying to say as much as I can with as little words, which is the hardest thing to do, being able to get your point across in only a few words. That's why I respect singers so much, because rapping, I could just be like, here's everything I have to say. I'm going to rap really fast. Hopefully you pick it up. But like singing, if you can get that vibe in, you could, translate it, it hits.
okay, for sure. And let's talk about far as like my next question ties into I guess songwriting and dropping a new song. So what is the process like? Say if like you're in a studio right now, right? And then you
Hmm.
have whoever your circle is in there with you, and you drop a song. Is there someone that you send it to tell you if like it's fire or you need to change that or don't rock with that? Like how do you go about doing that?
I mean, usually I know, like I know when songs are good. I know when songs are ass. If there is a song that I want a second opinion on, I usually send it. Like every time I make a song, I send it in the group chat, and I'm like, "What you guys think?" And everybody's just like, "Yeah, it's just that's another one," because all of them be hidden. But there's some songs like the song "Thick" I have coming out in July, July 24th. And like certain songs I send to my boy J Cloud, and I'm like, give me a second opinion. Is there anything you really think like might need a little change? But most of the time it's pretty fire. If I make a bad song, I delete the whole session and I'm just like, get out of here.
No, we gonna call you Kendrick Lamar Jr. over there. Gonna be
Kendrick Lamar Jr.
gonna
That's
be
me, W.
it's gonna be your new name, bro. Because that's literally the first artist that came to mind when you said that.
Mhm.
Probably and Eminem.
Mhm.
That's all I could think of right now. Two goats, but anyway.
Yeah.
um, yeah, okay, for sure. And what about production? Like, is there someone you work with, or are you multi talented in that area as well?
Yeah, I'll be producing most of my songs as well. But I will say I am very grateful to say that producers have been noticing me.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'll have a producer hit me up and be like, "Yo, like I would really love if you hopped on this beat." And I check it out. I'm like, "All right, cool." But I really love having full control over my beats. There is one producer, my favorite producer ever is he goes by Blind for Love. He's a producer from Sweden. mad talented guy. I love his whole catalog. So the goal is to definitely get like a bunch of beats from him. But you know, I got to make him like me first.
You on the right track though with your music, so
Definitely.
pretty fire.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that.
At first, when your manager hit me up, I didn't, because I didn't see the message. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess Instagram sends it somewhere else. It's like primary in general, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she showed me, and I was like, oh, homie's fire, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, I was like, all right, we could rock with that for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, enough of me commenting right now. But I'm gonna get talking about you for sure. um, Next question I have, like, far as you as an artist, you as a brand, like, what's your long term goal of like as an artist?
So my whole thing, I always tell everybody, is impact over net worth. You know, I'm really about making a difference in people's lives. You know, like by the time like when I pass, I want to know at least I like impacted like a lot of people, like in the millions. I want to impact people in that range. I want to travel all around the world, meet as many fans as I can, talk to them, build a relationship. Because with me, I don't really like look at my fans as fans. Like we talk, it's really more of like a family type thing. And we're never with negativity. Like nobody can rep me and say they my fan if they're negative. I don't want you listening to my music if you're negative. You need to always be about spreading love, all love for everybody. That's my thing. We're kind of just trying to spread the awareness of let's all love each other and turn up and have a good time.
For sure. Excellent
Yeah.
answer. Uh,
Thanks.
yeah, I see great things in the future. But anyway, let me hop back into my next question. This next one is about personal hobbies. Like, I know you do music like a lot, pretty much.
Yeah.
Um, what are some things you like to do, like as hobbies, like your top two, top three?
I like to go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I like to party. Partying is if partying can be a hobby. I love partying. Like BP, go in. I'll be splashing for hours. And then the third, I'd probably say I really like biking, like mountain biking. That's one of my things. I've gone with my dad a few times. I would love to go more. I think it's so fun. I love the adrenaline rush it gives me. You ain't never gonna see me jumping out of a plane, but you'll see me going down a mountain.
We'll be out of plane. We'll be out of a plane for sure.
He's trying to convince me to jump out of a plane. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Like, what's the percentage that you won't do that? Like, do we have like a percentage on if you would jump out of a plane or if you
He's
won't?
going to jump out of a plane. Like you're hearing me right now. He will jump out of a plane.
I would say it's like 60%, 70% chance I won't jump out.
My birthday's like 2 weeks before his.
Yeah, that I won't. That I will. It's probably like 30% chance.
My birthday's 2 weeks before his, right? And ever since we were 16, I've always been like, yo, like when we turn 18, we're hopping out of a plane. He's always with it. And then this year he's like, no, I ain't with it. I ain't jumping out of a plane. Be like, but bro, you promised.
Soon.
I low key want to do it, but there's a lot that factors. I was like, what if I don't make it through? Like,
yeah, I honestly feel like I would jump, and then the second I see how far I am, I'm just passing out. Like I'm knocked up.
how I feel.
My message is like jumping out of a plane, bro.
That is true. That is true. I might have to do it for the content.
You can't live off of what ifs, right?
When we hit 1 million followers, I'll jump out of a plane.
Yeah, do an Instagram live like right before you
Yeah.
You may
It'll
still
be like when Will Smith bungee jumped out the plane, the helicopter.
A helicopter is one thing. You can kind of control that, and they could kind of control that. Airplane, you were in the cloud.
Yeah, bro, I'm just falling. I don't know when I'm supposed to hold that. None of that.
Just jumping over.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and let me get back to my questions about you. So you mentioned that you're a independent artist.
Correct.
is there a reason that you're an independent artist? Do you like having full control of everything? I've been told like a bunch of stories about it.
You know, I believe that labels are good in the right aspect. You know, it's all about the contract and what type of, you know, agreement there is. I like being my own artist because I have my full control.
Uh-huh.
But I will say a label would really help at where I'm at right now because, you know, we don't have the funds to be doing like world tours. We don't have the, you know, like we don't have all the money to be putting us into playlists. So a lot of it's kind of like me working my ass off and like my parents like helping me out as well, you know, doing as much as we can to build us up. But if a label came with a good deal, you know, with a great offer, I would highly, you know, I would consider it. But we
So,
indie artists for right now. We by ourselves.
all right. So, what if a label came with a deal? Like, is there anything that would be like a deal breaker for this, like music?
I mean, the way I see a contract for me that I would accept, you gotta have a lot of zeros on it. That's first off. If you're gonna have any ownership in my music, put them zeros there. And then I kind of like, as long as it's not like changing who I am. You know, a lot of people, they'll get into something and then people will try persuading them to, you know, go into a different path. And sometimes that's a good thing. But for me, I'm someone who, you know, like I know my path. I know where I want to go. And I know that I'm going to make it there with or without them. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like when it comes to labels, it's like, you got to impress me because I don't need you. I can do this myself. I'll figure it out. It's just about when I get there, you know? So like for me, it's like, I'm definitely owning a lot of my percent. You know, I definitely, if the label is making more money than the artist off the artist music, it's wrong. The artist makes it, you know what I'm saying? Especially if the artist is producing their stuff too.
I agree 100% both sides on that statement. So,
Mm-hmm. If you can't like, it just makes no sense. Why would you put like you're giving this kid money, saying he has to pay it back,
mhm,
and then he's doing that, but then you don't even give him the money to pay it back.
for
So that's
sure.
why you have all these rappers, you know, getting into trouble because we have to. It's like you have to hustle some people sometimes. You have to figure out how you get in your money because you know a lot of your favorite rappers, everybody, they're not as rich as you think they are. It's
Fact.
you know like they're giving that money and they're like, oh yeah, I need to look like this for the Instagram so I can get the girls. Like, all right, but you having trouble staying at a house right now, bro. Like, calm down. So yeah, the labels definitely should be giving artists more money.
For sure. Um, I have something to add to that. So, you seem like a very smart dude, for
Thank
sure.
you.
Um, so the label presented you with a contract, right? You would read front to back before signing anything, right?
Yeah, I'm reading that front to back, and then I'm making my dad read it. So I'm gonna be
And
like,
your
oh, you read that, because you know my dad's an accountant, so I'm gonna be like, you do your job, you help me out, and we're gonna make sure this is perfect. And then I got my uncle, he's a lawyer, so like I got my ties in my family. You're not gonna finesse me with a contract.
for sure. I heard, drop the name of the artist, but I heard there was a certain artist that this situation has since been resolved, by the way. But this was like probably like last month, I believe. So this artist signed the contract, right? I guess it
Mm-hmm.
was like a bunch of money up front. But in the contract, there was in fine print, there was a sentence that said you can't put out certain music, and you don't really have control over like your marketing. Which
Yeah,
marketing, I think that benefits the independent artists because you have full control over like everything.
100%.
I wanted to throw that in there. I want to see your thoughts on that. What do you think about that?
Um, you just gotta read the contract. Like, it's not. This is stuff you're taught. Like if you're not being taught this, I feel so bad for you. And like you need to like if you really care about yourself, because being a music artist, you don't have another job. Like this is what you're doing. You're trying to be an entertainer. So why are you going to not care 100% about everything that's happening with you? like a lot of people don't understand. Like their name is a brand.
For
Like
sure.
your name means something. People talk about you everywhere. They put your name on shirts. So if you're gonna just be like, oh shit, that's a lot of racks right there, I guess I want that. It's like, no, because you don't have full control over yourself. And then you're just a puppet. And you never want to be a puppet to these labels.
For sure. And there's some people that don't know their own name, but story.
Mm-hmm.
But even like with contracts, bro, you're taught that in you don't even need to be an artist. Like in
Mm-hmm.
school, they teach you to read everything before you sign it, bro.
Yeah, I literally took like my senior year, or I think it was my junior year too. I took like 2 business classes just so I would learn. Like we read contracts, like we made sure like we learned stuff. It was like real world career and finance, I believe it was.
Uh
Um, Teacher, she was a weird lady, but you know I learned. I learned what I had to, and then I had my pops and my mom. Like if there's a contract, they read it, and then they say you should read it too. So I have to read them.
Yeah, you already know your dad's gonna catch something. He's an accountant, bro.
Yeah, you just like,
Catch
I'm
everything.
broke. There it is.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, sounds good. Um, do you have any merchandise? You as an artist, or
I
like,
do. You see, Edwrds, you know the vibes. Go to www.edwrds999. And you'll be able to cop all the merch. We have the Lover Boy. This is a shoe my boy did for me. My boy Bryce. Shouts out Bryce. These are the limited edition. You know, they clean as hell. But we got mad merch. Definitely check it out. The hoodies are the best. They're so comfy. Love them.
for sure. After we're done, give me the website, and I can just create a post for it, and just like have it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if anybody right now, I'm typing it in the comments if y'all want to go look at it. www.edwrds.net. It's pretty cool. We're updating it soon with more vibes and stuff, so stay tuned.
Okay, for sure. And any future shows besides everything you told me earlier?
I have the Boys of Summer tour,
I,
winter edition.
I think I have it. Your manager said that to me.
Oh, she told you that? So yeah, I have that happening. And then depending on when stuff opens back up, you know, everything's kind of, we're playing it by ear because you know, you don't really know. Everything's kind of getting put together right now. That's kind of everything kind of reopening. But as stuff it happens, I announce everything. So make sure you guys follow me on everything because I'm always letting y'all know when I have it. And the website, if you sign up for my mailing list, you'll get emails and you'll always be in tune. And I got the Keep 6 Feet Festival. Yeah, I'm doing the after hours performance. It's gonna be fun.
So that's like an actual festival, not virtual.
No, that's virtual.
Okay. Yeah, I need.
Yeah, the show I did in Missouri, that I was surprised that actually happened because I just did that even with everything happening. And you know, it was cool. You know, they checked everybody's temperature. You know, we tried practicing social distancing as much as we can. Had my hand sanitizer on me, 24/7, not getting them germs.
So did they you perform with a mask or no?
I hope not. I mean, because then I feel like it would sound really muffled.
Would. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, it'd probably be good for you, but for me, I take out a lot of people just perform with their song. I actually have like backtracks, so like you actually hear my actual voice.
mm,
Um, so I would sound weird with a mask on.
for
Yeah.
sure. Or you
Unless they
might.
put mics in the mask, that'd be sick. Oh,
That's the idea.
profit.
Yeah, that's the idea, bro. You might want to run with that. No one got that yet.
Yeah.
First artists with that idea.
I got a microphone mask.
For sure. All right, sounds good. Now let me ask you this question for sure.
Get it.
What as an artist, like what kind of vibe do you think you give out? I believe positive, but I just want to ask your thoughts on this.
Yeah, you know, I think a lot of people look at me like a weird dude, you know, and at the end of the day, I'm fine with that because I don't want to be seen as normal. For me, normal isn't fun. I feel like an alien sometimes. Cause like I just see the way people move, and like I just move different. I don't act the same as a lot of people. Like if you meet me in person, you'll be like, oh my god, such a nice guy, love it. But on internet, I just seem like a weird dude.
So there's some individuals that have said that to you, like in
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get that vibe, but okay.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, like literally, like after I was talking to your manager, and I think I posted something, and then you messaged me, and then I messaged you back, and we're kind of talking. I was like, okay, he's normal. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
we were just mixing, we was chatting it up.
Yeah. So I don't, I don't know if I really believe that. If they send you a message, you have to give off that type of vibe for someone to be a weird person. You kind of have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, no. Most of the time, I'm just like, it's all love, and some people, I will say, some people be too like people have too high of expectations of me. Like I'm human. We make mistakes. Sometimes like I do dumb stuff, but like I literally had like this one fan once, like literally like roast me because I didn't respond to their DM at like a certain time, and I was just like, I'm sorry, like I have a life, like
yeah,
I can't be always responding to everybody's messages, but I always try my best. So if you guys want to message me, by all means, we could talk.
yeah, they have to understand at the same time you're an artist. You're working on your craft.
Mm-hmm. And
Studio
I
is
gotta
second.
be working on this music. Exactly. You can't be rushing me. You want good music, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, studio is second home for you. Maybe first.
It's actually my first home too. I got my bed right there. Wake up, hop on the mic. Music time.
For sure. Okay. Is there any future? I know you said you want to work with a DJ out in where was it again? That DJ you wanted to work with?
Sweden.
Sweden. Um, do you have any other future producers, artists that you want to work with?
I really want to work with Black Bear because he's just such a great producer, an artist. I want to work with like I want to work with the big name producers. I want to get on a Jetson beat. I want to work with the people at Internet Money. I would love to work with Nick Mira. He's such a legend and just all like everything I grew up listening to, especially with Juice World and everything. He's just such a legend with making beats. So if Nick Mira ever want to make a song, I'm with it. Let me know. DJ Carnage would be so sick. Oh my god, DJ Carnage would go off. And yeah, I'm always up for collaborations. So honestly, anybody can come to me besides like 6ix9ine. I don't ever want to song with him. He's
I knew it was
a
coming.
weirdo.
Waited for it. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear you say it yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of an interesting situation, but yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, okay, sounds good. And after this video,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably be streaming to like YouTube and Twitch and those different platforms. So
Yeah.
I just
Awesome.
want to tell you that. Probably send you the link and your manager the link once I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gonna do that for sure.
Awesome.
I rocks with your music. You have a fan in me now, so we good.
I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you having me on the podcast as well. You're on the West Coast, right?
Yep.
See, so this is what we're talking about. This is what quarantine has done. It's allowed people to just connect. I'm happy to be
Sure.
here. It's been such a pleasure, and I enjoy chatting with you.
Yeah, me too. I will be posting a video with like your links,
Mm-hmm.
links to your music website, in case someone wanted like more information. So I'll post that like right after. And yeah, we're gonna. I'm waiting patiently for July 3rd, and now
Yeah,
July 4th because you just said you have something else coming out.
that's thick with 3 C's. Be ready. It's gonna be crazy.
For sure. All right. Last question for you. I have for you because I know
Mm-hmm.
you're a busy artist. Did you get to share everything you wanted to share?
I believe I did. If I didn't, my momager is definitely gonna yell at me. But you know, I think we talked about the music. I'll once again say that Cry comes out July 3rd in 2 days. Link in my bio to pre-save for that. We have so much new music on the way. We got music videos. Like, these music videos are insane. So like, content is gonna be crazy. I have a lot of exciting news, and you know, kind of just gotta stay with me if you want to find out all about that.
For sure. Yeah, so everyone, July 3rd, Cry. Said it right. Yep.
July 3rd, but you don't have to cry to it unless you want to.
Hey, make a song about that. Another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for joining our Keep It 100 podcast. I enjoyed talking with you. You're dope.
Likewise.
Shout out to your manager. She's dope too.
Yeah, shouts out Mom. She lit.
Yeah, she was in the comment section. I don't see her anymore, but shout out to her.
Yeah, I seen her chilling.
And yeah, is also out.
Drive is also out. Check out my YouTube video, guys. It's crazy. You know, like, it's really dope. I did that with my boy David. I hope you guys like it.
Sure. Yeah, we're gonna post that though. I'll post that.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you for joining in. And if you want a copy of like the video, like just DM me your email address and I'll send it.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we'll definitely be messaging.
For sure. Thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, dude. This was fun.
You as well, man.
All right.